Hello, Dr. Dailey here. We're going to start a series on food sensitivities, and these are extremely important if you want to restore health and wellness. One man's food is no doubt another man's poison. It's a familiar saying and it's centuries old, but it simply states that different people can have very different reactions to exactly the same food. For example, few of us would think twice about eating peanuts while cheering for our favorite baseball team. However, for the individual with a sensitivity or an allergy to peanuts, the mere whiff of just the peanut powder could pose a life-threatening situation. Fortunately, few of us will ever have to worry about such extreme reactions to food, but it may come as a surprise that at least 30% of us will experience one or more episodes of some kind of food sensitivity during our lifetime. And I dare say that those numbers are probably much higher than that. These may cause symptoms with varying degrees of physical discomfort, which are often never related to food as their source. There is increasing evidence that food sensitivities are more common and have a wider and more varied impact on our health than previously realized, and I believe that's true. Although often equated with food allergies, food sensitivities also include food intolerance, which, unlike allergies, are toxic reactions to foods that don't necessarily involve the immune system and are often more difficult to diagnose. Many of the symptoms of food sensitivities, including vomiting, diarrhea, blood in the stool, eczema, which is hives, skin rashes, wheezing, and runny nose, are associated with allergic reaction to specific foods. However, food sensitivities may also cause fatigue, which is one of our big complaints in America in this date and time. Gas, bloating, mood swings, nervousness, migraines, eating disorders. See, these symptoms, which are more commonly related to food intolerances, are less often associated with the consumption of food. I said it's less often associated with the consumption of food. I didn't say that it was less true, because it is a fact that many of these symptoms that we've accepted as normal are coming from the foods that we eat, and in large part we've lost the connection to the way we feel, the way we think, the way we look to the foods that we eat. But clinical research is accumulating evidence that the sensitivity to food can also increase the severity of symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, and other diseases normally not considered food-related. So, what are food sensitivities? Let me help you understand this a little more clearly about how they affect your health and how we can help you select the foods that will help you maintain optimal physical, mental, and emotional well-being. So, food sensitivities include many different types of sensitivities to food, which may arise for a very wide variety of reasons, making it a complex, oftentimes confusing and not easily defined area of study. Diagnosis can be difficult because symptoms may actually be delayed for up to 2 days after a food has been consumed. So you can see how you'd lose the connection from the food and the symptom. In general, food sensitivities are the result of toxic responses to foods that are divided into two categories: food allergies or allergic responses and food intolerances. Food allergies are defined as toxic clinical reaction to food or food additives that involve the immune system. The immune system is a complex system whose cells and molecules are found throughout your body to protect it from potentially harmful foreign molecules. It's the most, well, it is the, how can I put it? It is most active in the areas of the body which have some direct contact with the outside world, like the skin, the lungs, the nose, the gastrointestinal tract. The majority of potentially harmful molecules enter your body through the gastrointestinal tract. Therefore, it's not surprising that between 60 and 80% of the immune activity occurs in your gastrointestinal system. The immune system, and I don't want to get real complicated with you, but we have to lay a groundwork of understanding. The immune system is made up of a team of different types of cells that, while each have their own specific function, they work together to protect your body from foreign invaders. B cells produce antibodies. T cells conduct surveillance for potentially dangerous molecules and kill dangerous cells such as disease-causing bacteria. And macrophages are scavenger cells of your body, acting like garbage trucks, if you will, cleaning up residue and removing potentially dangerous substances. A surveillance team of cells determines whether newly introduced molecules produce or pose a threat to your system. New molecules are constantly being introduced to the intestinal tract by the foods that we eat. An allergic reaction occurs when your body identifies food molecules or molecules in general as potentially harmful and toxic. These molecules are called antigens. The surveillance cell binds to the antigen, activating the immune system to release histamines and other chemicals which then signal the scavenger molecules, the macrophages, to come to the site and destroy them. Allergic reactions involving excessive histamine release can cause anaphylactic reactions. You've heard that called anaphylactic shock. It's difficulty breathing, which is responsible for 29,000 people in the United States ending up in the emergency room every year. When the surveillance immune cells bind to the antigen and send out chemical messengers, they also communicate to other immune cells. The B cells, which are instructed to make antibodies to the antigen, immune cells, these immune cell bonds or bind the antigen and release chemical messengers, which we talked about, which are the histamines. These antibodies are long branched molecules that have places for recognition and binding or attachment of the antigen on one side and a site on the other end that can call into action other immune responses. An antibody will only bind one specific antigen and nothing else. When the antibody binds or sticks to the dangerous molecule, it acts like a red flag, identifying the molecule as some potential damaging or something potentially damaging that should be removed. At that point, your macrophage cells are called by the immune system. Again, we noted them as scavengers, and they come and they remove these damaged molecules from the body. After the antibody binds to a dangerous molecule, the macrophage consumes the molecule, taking it out of circulation and destroying it. So you have a basic idea of what an immune response is. On our next segment, we're going to talk about the symptoms of food allergies, and I think that you'll find this very enlightening. Again, I don't plan to get extremely detailed, but I want you to understand why food sensitivities are important and really vital to understanding them if you want to recover and reach optimal health. So thanks for your time. Thanks for your attention. On the next segment, we'll talk about the symptoms of food allergies. Thanks again, and God bless.